Guys, I'm with Mike. He took second place at tonight's Game Haus Tournament Series tournament. So we are going to get his deck profile as well. Go ahead, Mike. Take it away.
Okay, so today I'm playing Floowandereeze because it's fun. This is not the perfect ratio. There are a lot of things that need to be improved, but it's what I do today. So the Floowandereeze stuff, pretty standard. You want to play 3 of these. This is 1 card combo. And then you want a 3 Eglin, because this is like the only way you get your big monsters, your boss monsters out. And then I play 2 Stry, I don't know how to pronounce it, but
I think it's Stree. So
yeah.
3 Verbena, 3 Eglin, and then 2 Stree.
And 1 this token.
Okay. Cool.
I think this is good ratio. You want to play 2 and 1. If you play like too many of these, it doesn't really like let you start at all, because you kind of need the effect to resolve all the way so that you can keep normal summoning. But this lets you to banish 1 from graveyard. This make you to add 1 back from the banish zone. If you open these, like you basically can't go down for combos. So you don't want to see these too much, but at the same time you want to have some of these. So I think 1 to 2 is a good ratio. I play 1 Empen. I saw people playing 2. I think it's not necessarily. It depends on how your build is. I do play 1 Snow. Now, this is not very common, like people don't really play this. I play this because I haven't got my Ryza, but it does, like, you do want to have some big monster because you need to have something for the Eglin to search in order to normal summon again. So this sometimes comes out. People actually scared of the quick effect of this guy because it kind of like flip everything. So this is like, it's okay, not the best. And then of course you play 3 of the maps. This is like 2 strong, and terraforming to search, so basically 4. You play these 2, of course, so this is like extremely good. Like, it helps you break the board. This is like almost the only way that you can break the board with the Eglin core. This guy is also OP. Like, it lets you like summon all your board during your opponent's turn. There's another trap which is not that good. I don't think you should play that one.
You're talking about Scary Sea, right?
Right, Scary Sea is not. Yeah, I don't think that's good. But this is the.
So are you playtesting this, or is this more or less your final build?
Testing. So in my build, you'll see I don't play any hand traps, which is like kind of weird. But I'll explain why later.
Okay.
I do play a Ecclesia package. So this guy is like, this part is like good because your Empen actually allows you to normal summon again. It's not limited to Wing Beast. You can normal summon this guy out. This lets you to search punishment, and so, you know, and this is like, you really don't care about your extra deck with this deck, so you can like throw any of you'll see like my extra deck later, but these are like super good with this deck. Usually you want to side this out. Well, I sided this out when you go second. I sided out much more traps and stuff like that. But yeah, this is like very good with the Floowandereeze deck. Other Wing Beast, of course you want a statue. You want the Apex. These are like very good. I think you need Ryza. I haven't got them yet, so
I might have the hookup for you on some rises.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. But yeah, these 2 are like usually pretty strong, except you're playing Mirror. This is like useless, and this is like okay, but not the best. You play 2 Shifter. You can play 3, but these are only good when you you know, hard drew them when you open your hand, and this is like super good. But if you like draw it like later on, it's like it does nothing. So I think 2 is okay. Depends.
So you basically don't really want to see them later in the game. You want to see them as early as possible.
Right. But yeah, that's that. And then standard things, you want to play 3 Prosperity, 3 Pot of Duality. Yeah, you just have to play these. If you don't play these, you will break very hard, and you need. So the good thing about this versus Extravagance is that Extravagance you just draw two, but this guy you get to choose whichever you want. So a lot of time, if you open no Floowandereeze name, you really want to try to like get the Robina to get your combo. So this is like much better than Extravagance. And then some of these, one of this guy. I didn't really use this at all today. In theory, this is good, but yeah, like if you don't, most of the time because you play so many of the pots, you don't really break, so you hardly need this. But it's also always good that you can banish something to make your combo better. I played 2 Book of Moons. I was gonna play 3, but this only, so this helps you dodge a lot of hand traps when you're doing your combo. But
you can't hand trap a face down card.
yeah, but it's not so good when you're going like, say you didn't, like your opponent didn't hand trap you. You wait until your opponent's turn. This is not like, it's okay, but it's not strong. So 2 is fine. And like I said, I don't play any hand traps, so I play 2 talents. This is like usually pretty okay. Like if you try to make your full combo, if you go first, try to make a full combo, and your opponent's like value or not imperm, but value or ashu or whatever, you get to take a look at their hands and then like shuffle back whatever you think is bad for you, and this is pretty strong. Yep. And then I played through this. I meant this. This is like broken, so you can like if you open this guy and with any wing beast, you can basically bait out as many hand traps as your opponents have, and then you just set this. You don't really care because on your opponent turn, you just activate this. They cannot activate any monster effect until the end of the turn. So oof. I played Evil Twin, PK, and Dragon Link today. Even like the final match I was playing mirror match, I was able like this comes out so many times and it's so good.
Would you ever consider bringing it up to 3, or
no,
2 is a good ratio for you?
2 is good. If you bring it to 3, you really don't want to have you really don't want to open 2 of these because it really does nothing. It's kind of like a brick, but if you open a wing monster, say a statue with this and with other stuff, say these, you really don't care. Like you can just like normal summon and set, then you just pass your turn. It's like kind of like this is just too strong.
Gotcha.
And then for my extra deck, it's pretty standard as well. Play these 3, never come up, but it could. So this is just your XZ monster. So in theory, if you like summon a lot of monster during your opponent's turn, and they weren't able to get rid of all of them, you can on your turn XZ summon this guy, attack directly, go for a downer, Zeus, and you break their board. Never really come up. Usually when I prosperity, I just throw these away, but it's it could do something.
It's situational when it needs to be.
Right. These 6.
So what do we have here?
So we have the Tri-Brigade stuff. So this guy, well, let's start with this guy. When this goes to graveyard, you get to draw 1 and put 1 back to the deck. So that kind of like improve your hand. So say you open not so good, but you have your Nadir Servant, go Nadir Servant, dump this, and you get another draw to try to like find your starters. This guy is also good. It's not the best, for Nadir Servant, for the early game because you don't have anything banished, and so you can't really search for any wing beast monster. But in the middle or late games, when you have your punishment set, this is like 3k. You can just kill a 3k, and then that lets you search another name of the Floowandereeze as well. so it's pretty decent. These with Floowandereeze are, I think it's a little bit unfair, but so I played these. Never really came up today. What it does is, if your opponent like make you pitch your extra deck, you get to pitch this guy and special summon this out to make up just the really never came up today. 2 entes. I would play 3 if I have 3. I probably cut 1 Fergit for a third one, because this one is just good. You don't have too many ways to break their boards. This is one of the way. You punishment, kill a monster, and then pop another card. So this is pretty nice. And then this guy. So this really is just a 5k monster. Lets you like punishment something that is usually bigger than 25, because yeah, you just need this. And then side deck, play 3 evenly matched. This is awkward in this deck. I just realized this today, because this asks you to banish as your opponent's banished, and when your opponents see you playing Floowandereeze, they'll side Lencia and kind of like shut this down as well. But it's still good. If they don't hard draw Lencia, this is like going second. You never like side this for going first. And then I play 2 anti-spell, 2 imperm, and 1 macrocosmic. These are good against like whatever is heavily relied on spells. This like if you draw this, your opponent's playing Sky Striker. You open this, they're basically they can't beat you. This is like the only hand trap I would side. It's just imperm.
Imperm is just good. Everyone knows what imperm does.
Yeah, this is depends on what your opponent play, but he's usually pretty good, because this really doesn't you really don't care about this guy, like if you banish anything or not. You actually want everything to get banished if possible. It does stop your Stry, because your Stry needs to banish 1 card from graveyard. If you open this very early, your Stry kind of died, but still pretty scary. Play 2 Lightning Storm, 3 Dark Ruler. These are all so if you play against combo decks or strong, you want to side all these.
So basically just to stop their combos in their tracks.
Right, and I'll take out all the Dogmatica package. Maybe just keep 1 or 2 punishments. Take all the Nadir Servant away. So this is the only way you can break the board, and set. And then last 2 I play the Token Collector. I only cited this because of Sword Soul. I thought a lot of people are gonna play Sword Soul, and so I cited this. Never really came up. I really didn't play against any Sword Soul today. But this deck, Floowandereeze, it's not very good against Sword Soul, because they have their Wind Monster, and then you kind of can't stop that. But yeah, that's what I have for now.
All right, awesome. Do you have any shout outs or name drops you want to do?
Yeah, I'll shout out to Game Haus for holding the event.
All right, awesome. And thank you for coming by and playing. Congrats on getting second, and take it easy.
Yeah, thank you.